I got every character achievement in Marvel Rivals. This hero shooter's been making waves and bringing a ton of Marvel characters, popular and niche, to battle. I'm no Marvel fanatic by any means, but I do fancy myself a hero shooter. Anyway, the game dropped with a bunch of achievements and I made it my mission to get all of them. There's a lot of achievements to go through, so for the sake of keeping this video interesting, I'm only planning on covering the character achievements that are tracked on Steam. There are a bunch of other smaller in-game achievements, but I'll spare you the dozens of as X character team up with Y character to get a single kill. Trust me, you're not missing much. In addition, I will also be tracking how many games it takes to get each character's achievement. So, with the parameters set, let's grind some gamer score, starting with the supports. Easing us into the marathon is Adam Warlock, which requires you to soul bond 3 allies from the Guardians of the Galaxy. If you got some friends or particularly nice randoms, you can bang this out right at the beginning of the match. Easy peasy. Cloak and Dagger requires you to assist in a team wipe. I managed to somehow grab at game 1 by vomiting heals and the occasional damage at anything that moved, but others weren't so lucky.
God bless every healer main. This shit sucks so much fucking ass, dude. Holy shit. You guys don't actually get to play and have fun. It's just playing the worst characters in the entire game. It's not fun. It's just boring. It takes so long! How do enemy cloak and daggers instantly go in the fucking dimension when they're healing? I don't give a fuck if they're good. They're the most boring shit I've ever played in my entire life.
Next up is the best boy, or FBI's most wanted, depending on who you ask, Jeff the Land Shark. And despite his character achievement being statistically one of the easiest ones to get, I was sister struggling.
No, how did I only get one? How did I only get one enemy?
The moment I ult, the enemy team becomes OWL pros and perfectly hide, counter, or shield all my attempts at a meal for 4. On top of that, the friends I was playing with decided they wanted to partake in the achievement hunting too, so there was a lot of stepping on each other's toes trying to get the perfect ults. This was the first big road bump of the challenge, as it took 6 games for me to finally net the 1.
I got all 5!
Or net the 5. Thank God you don't have to get kills with Jeff's ult, because there was nowhere to hurl my lifeless corpse off the edge.
Suicide is badass!
Loki's achievement's a strange one. It seems so easy at first glance. Get a backstab kill on an enemy with a character that can cloak and do extra melee damage from behind. Simple, right? It would be if his melee did any damage. This is not the spy from Team Fortress 2, which, thank God, but it makes this a lot tougher. Combine that with an enemy team that for some reason has made it their mission to stop me, and I had a huge uphill battle on my hands. But in the last seconds of the game, I clutched the buzzer beater on their Mantis. I was happy to be moving on to the next achievement, and my teammates were happy to finally have a support that wasn't completely throwing. And now, a break from the grind featuring Luna Snow. We now return to your regular scheduled programming. The goal with Mantis is the same as Cloak and Daggers, assist in a team wipe. And while I was able to get the latter in just a single match, I was not quite so fortunate with the former.
No.
Ah, got the hello one. Nice.
Oh, I want to get my achievement. I want to get my... Yes, I got... Oh, yeah, it's good. You got yours. Absolutely. Good for you, Yi.
The thing is, as a support, you're mostly relying on your team to do the wiping. Mostly. But you also have to pray that the enemy is coordinated enough in quick play to not just walk in slowly, one by one, and die. That took me 1 match with Cloak and Dagger. How long did it take me with Mantis? Rocket was the last hero for the supports to get done, and it was a nice and easy way to end off the roll. All you have to do is resurrect 5 Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know if this has to be done in 1 match, but I had a couple of friends who were more than happy to int for me, so that question remains a mystery. With the supports out of the way, it was time for me to move from the backlines to the front as we tackle the tanks, vanguards, tackle the vanguards. Starting us off with tanks is the Hulk. And all you have to do is feed and pray that your enemy team kills someone you're shooting at as Baby Banner. Because the tickle gun you come equipped with sure as hell ain't gonna do the job. Next is Cap. I love Cap. No cap. I thought I would hate a dive tank that does no damage. I don't know, for some reason there's a sick part of me that enjoys running around doing nothing but be annoying. And that's pretty much all you need to do for this achievement. There's no way you're getting 3 kills with your ult alone, so huck your shield around while your team is pushing and eventually this will pop. For Dr. Strange, you just have to get 1 portal kill. The easiest way is to throw a portal in front of the enemy spawn, or do what my friends did and very professionally ask the other team to do them a solid. Or, in my case, find a Punisher that needs punishing.
The Punisher though, the Punisher.
Alright, get him.
Surely that works, right? Wait! Oh. Come on, fall, you son of a bitch! Why is he floating? Why is he floating?
Because that's Iron Man.
No, it's the Punisher. Wait, I got it! Yes! Yes!
I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot.
A tree!
Magneto is one of those boring ones that you'll get over time through natural play. Having my fill of natural from playing Groot, I opted to get this unnaturally. I got a couple of friends to go mutants for me and gave them more bubbles than Jeff gives himself when he's being dove. And while it was by no means quick, I did in fact get the achievement eventually after 5 games. A lot of games for only 10 assists, but I kept accidentally doing damage to targets, so it was giving me kill credit, which apparently doesn't count. For Penny, all you have to do is the convoy special. When you're on defense, just shove a million mines in front of the spawn door, and when the team walks out, you hit all of them. I promise you, even if the other team is completely aware of your existence, they will still run into it. And I know from first-hand experience, the amount of times I've warned of penny mines outside our spawn only for our team to get wiped, let's just say it's more than a couple. Embrace the degeneracy, earn yourself a little achievement, and retire from penny forever. Thor, by Odin's beard. This one was a toughie. You have to strike down 4 enemies with his ult, whatever the hell that means. You'd think that means kill 4 peoples with his ult, but I quickly learned no one knows what that means. Every time I've seen someone get this achievement, it seems to be completely random, and I am no exception. Match after match, I had some of the biggest Thor ults I've ever seen, and nothing came from it. And then, this happened. The best shot I had, and I got jeffed. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. I need a match to cool down.
Yeah, they're low-key.
Wow, how'd I get it? How'd I get it that time? What do you mean?
I genuinely had no idea how I got this achievement. I had to go back and look at the replay, and I still have no idea. It was one of these 2 plays, but I wasn't even close to getting 4 kills with them. But hey, I won't say no to a gift from the Marvel gods.
Another.
Last one is Venom, and just like with the supports, we end off on a pretty easy one. You just have to grab 4 people with your snare ability. It comes out quick, so you can get pretty easy if you dive into the enemy team with no regard for living. But the best way to get it is to pull the old penny strat and grab everyone on convoy the second they leave the attacker spawn. Just chill above the spawn and drop down the unaware team. 2 rolls down, DPS to go. I saved the DPS for last, as I think they have some of the most interesting achievements, and also some of the toughest ones as well. One such tough one is the Black Panther achievement, which is very situational as well. You need to get a triple kill on the Hall of Djalia map, and they have to be killing blows, so no cheesing it by dashing through everyone and having your teammates do the heavy lifting. I managed to get the right map 2 times in a row, but couldn't close it out. It wasn't until the 5th time Djalia came up, I pieced together some decent looking Panther gameplay. To get Black Widows, you just gotta hit your shots. Can't hit your shots? Just let them get CC'd, then hit your shot. Only having to get 3 critical hits is pretty generous, and you should be able to get it over the course of a match. It's pretty much the only way you can kill anyone on this character anyways. We all know and love Hawkeye, the leader and the carry and the strongest of the Avengers. Assemble some people to play the rest of the Avengers and grab an easy achievement after a couple matches.
Scatter.
Hella, like Black Panther, has a similar achievement where you have to get a triple kill with home stage advantage. Luckily, she was a bit easier for me to get kills on. I managed to scrape a triple on my first attempt and moved on to the next hero. So there's actually a bug with my Immortal Iron Fist where he's actually very much mortal, and whenever I ult, the enemy instantly stuns and kills me. A very weird bug that stopped me from making any progress for a couple of games, but I was able to sneak a triple kill on game 3. To really play Iron Man, you gotta be devilish. You gotta be devious. You gotta fly into their team and ult on their forehead. That was the plan, at least. You don't have to kill for with the ult, you just gotta hit for. So as long as you sneak up and catch them relatively unaware, you can grab this without too much team coordination. 3 games. Magic may be my second worst hero. I like the idea of her and how she plays. Who doesn't like a demon girl with a giant ass sword? But I'm not ashamed to admit that I suck absolutely booty on this character. My games are sweaty, ult's weak, sword is heavy, there's divers on my backline already, Aunt May's spaghetti. I got very close many times in my earlier matches, but it wasn't until game 6 that I got it to pop. With Moon Knight, you have to hit 4 enemies with your ult, which is actually very easy in this patch, since they buffed his ult to be the size of the actual moon now. I didn't even need a Groot to help me get this in 2 games.
The moon!
Namor might have one of the easiest achievements in the game. Just remember ABT, always be throwing. The squids, not the game. Team up with Luna to get an extra squid if you need, but they passively earn kills, so as long as your kill count's over 10 at the end of the game, you should have the achievement. With Psylocke's achievement, you have to throw out everything you know about playing the character. Become the passenger princess you were meant to be. Flanking and pushing the enemy lines isn't for you. Let your supports do that. Pushing the cart is your duty now. Make friends with those goats. Just spend every possible second on the point like an optimal Psylocke does, and the achievement is yours.
Fire blast!
Well, the Punisher sure lived up to his name, because this definitely punished me. You're supposed to kill 3 people under the effects of your smoke grenade, which lasts what feels like half a second. I'm not certain, but I think it counts when you kill him with the grenade. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of becoming a demon at doing that. I was putting up highlight reel after highlight reel of smoke grenade kills, but even with my friends' help, I was struggling to get the achievement to pop. Then one match when my friends were BRB and I solo queued, I cooked up this.
There's 1. That's 2.
I was John Punisher, and punished with playing this hero no longer was I.
That has to be it. I had so many smoke kills that. Yes!
With one of the hardest achievements in the books, morale was high moving on to the next hero. Scarlet Witch requires you to dabble in a little bit of bigotry and kill 10 mutants. This doesn't have to be in one game either, so it's another one you can get at your leisure. Just pray the enemy has some mutants on their team, which shouldn't be hard this current season. And go hyper-focus some hate crimes. In-game, in-game. Spider-Man's achievement confused the hell out of me. What the hell does a counterattack even mean? So I knew I had to attack when I got a little alert over my head, but my horny ass thought I just needed to kill the people who activated the Spidey sense. Seems simple enough, but after games of no luck, I had to look online to find out just what the hell to do. Turns out, I just have to ult the second my Spidey sense goes off. No one near you? Who cares? Let her rip. One thrown match later and I'm 1 achievement richer.
Gonna get sticky.
Score Girl used to be the big gatekeeper of achievement hunters. I actually somehow managed to grab this one before her ult and the achievement got buffed to be better. But in the sake of fairness, I'm gonna do it again for this video. And I gotta say, yeah, it is a lot easier when your squirrels are heat-seeking missiles. Long gone are the days when they would just fuck off to the middle of nowhere and hop off the map.
Eat butts and kick nuts.
For Star-Lord, just strong arm someone into going Mantis, Rocket, or Adam Warlock, and hey, got it in 1. Not much to say about Storm. Run that meta comp, get 10 kills. Got in one. But you can take as long as you want. Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. Get 3 kills with his ult is pretty simple, especially in newer lobbies. However, in the year of our Lord and support meta, it's a little tough to get things to die, especially on the enemy team. Though, if you team up with some other DPS, ults becomes a lot easier. With Buchanan Barnaby in the bag, we got one more Steam achievement to complete on the list, and it's a doozy.
Again!
The Wolverine. Just uttering his name strikes fear into the hearts of tank mains everywhere. This menace has been terrorizing everyone this season with no end in sight. So that means getting 3 kills with his ult should be no problem, right? I don't know if my Wolverine got equipped with pool noodles or something, but ults with them seem to do actually no damage. And before you comment, yes, I know, it does more damage the more rage you have, but still, game after game, ult after ult, it eluded me. Now's a good time as any to mention that for most achievements, having a Groot on your team to ult the enemy makes them 1,000 times easier. Much like how Zarya made Overwatch achievements so much easier to get. But unfortunately, with the Wolverine achievement, even with a Groot, it wasn't helping. In fact, Groot made it harder to get, as you need to pick up the enemy and drag them into the back rooms to die. And you can't do that when Groot be rootin'. So we pivoted, and my friend went Jeff, and it worked like a charm. He grabbed their whole team and threw them into the pit. With one angry flying man, only one came out. And they had every Steam achievement in the game. 12 games later. However, there are still technically 2 character achievements left. And they just got released, so time to bang out the 2 lovebirds, Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. probably could have phrased that better. Mr. Fantastic requires you to get 5 bounces with your ult, which honestly is insanely easy. I got it twice naturally on my first game as him. Gotta say, having such an easy achievement after the struggles of Wolverine is fantastic.
Say that again?
Invisible Woman's achievements need you to assist Fantastic Four members 10 times. Considering at the moment the other 2 heroes aren't out yet, you are government assigned to assisting your feed Richards. Just spam shield on him and pray that he kills things. And just like that, I've gotten every Marvel Rivals achievement in record time. And here's what the final game totals look like for every character. This challenge was a blast to do, and it broke up some of the monotony of quick play matches. I've been having a lot of fun with Marvel Rivals and definitely plan on playing more in my downtime, but maybe with a little less throwing.